We're all very high.
Very sweet. We're all very cozied up. Not that we're cold. We're absolutely not cold. It is gorgeous here. Today and yesterday, summer has really arrived for sure.
Fab, yeah.
It has been really good. There's been, to let you know, first of all, where we are, who we are, before we get into all the everything. You might be your first time watching. So this over here, this wonderful person over here.
No.
You don't know her? You've never met her before?
No. So we have Joy, but it's a trio of sample knits and a trio of knitters today. So we have Joy, Jenny of Townhouse Yarns, and I am Lisa. And what we wanted to do today, and I can't see any of the comments, so we had to sit so far back
to fit us all in.
But Aisling is in the comments, and we'll be answering questions as well. So we're here today. Why are we here today, Jenny?
Because you have rejuvenated, or we have rejuvenated, the kit options for all of the samples that we have in This Is Knit.
Yes, indeed. So what we have been doing, myself and Jenny are going to Chicago next week to H&H Americas, which is a trade show, and so we'll be going under the name of Townhouse Yarns, and for that reason we've been pulling a whole load of samples that have been living in This Is Knit, and a lot of wonderful things that Joy has made, and things that were in my wardrobe, in Mum's wardrobe, and suddenly we had all of them here, and then we're doing like a blocking party over the last week and a bit, and it was just amazing to see them all lined up, and we figured it's a good time to show them all off before we pack them in the suitcases.
To remind, because
exactly.
we forget as well. I mean, I'd forgotten about this. So.
You'd forgotten. And it's so pretty.
I know.
And it's so pretty. Well, tell the lovely people what it is that you're wearing.
So this is Manus by Yamagara, and we did it about 3 years ago, maybe. So, it's a lovely top. If you see Lisa's beautiful sweater, it's the same colours as what I have on here, because this was Jackie made this, and I loved it so much, I made it for my granddaughter, and then I had leftovers. I love leftovers.
And it is a great way to use leftovers.
It is a brilliant way, and I will put on the other one I have from her other love note, which is a blue one.
There are three of these here today.
So it's a really, really lovely, quite a simple pattern, but really, really effective. This is Abbey lace up here, and this one has Tara, but any of the 4 plies like Clarendon or Fade would work as well.
Work beautifully. So the same exact colours, but in this case held together, so held as the one yarn, knit up into this gorgeous love note. And this is Jackie's sample, where, as said, in Tara, she knit in the Jackie colourway, held together with Abbey lace as well, and lovely long sleeves too. So I'm very cosy. And then Jenny, what are you wearing?
So the lovely Jeanette Knits actually lent us her Sea Aster sweater that she designed using Townhouse Yarns Clarendon sock in flat white, and then the special Sea Aster shade that we created for the pattern. So she's lent it to us very kindly to bring to H&H, and I just got to
gorgeous
model it. I really, really like it. Yeah, it just fits me.
show those lovely little sleeve details as well.
The lovely little sleeve details with the small cable in them, so you've got it on the rib, the neck, and the sleeves.
And the keys. And do you want to stand up and show your little bits as well? We'll mooch around so you can see the detail at the bottom.
It's really, really beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
And this isn't held together, whereas in the love note, it's the 2 yarns held together. So you see,
combined. There you
amazing. It really is amazing, though, when you are using 2 together, how it changes. The colours and just what brings out different colours. So
it's actually brilliant to show them side by side, because I'm quite sure this was definitely a COVID times project that Jackie had, and I think yours then was the same. Yeah. So a lot of this, like that thing over the last number of years of how many amazing, gorgeous samples, and to get them all together for going to the one place is great to see. So what we'll do is we'll kind of switch around, because we're all very squeezed in like this, and we will try on a few different things, show you not only the samples, but just talk through if there's any particular tips, tricks, advice, you know, if there's something that you want to, you're considering making and you're wondering about the level, we'll try and give a bit more information about that. What else was I going to say?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Well, one of the things about the love note, because this has happened to me recently, and I know it happened to a lot of people who made the love note, be careful of the neck, that you don't do it too tight. Because I'm not I don't think I'm the only one who had to rip back. Now in that case, it was easy because you ended on the neck.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But yeah, just be wary of how you cast off, that it's nice loose cast off.
Yeah.
Because I know so many people have said it to me that it happened to them too.
Yeah. Yeah, well actually, and you're right, it is clever because a lot of top-down style designs would start and you'd be going into your rib and your edging.
Yeah.
But Tin Can Knits are quite smart about this. So you begin with the lace, with the provisional cast on.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of that. It's there for a reason.
Yeah, very
and then
easy.
you can come back and actually, like I say, if you work the cast off row and it's just that bit too tight, you're going to be okay because that's
rip it
all
out.
you've got to take out. Yeah, and go from there. So, but will I throw in another Manus just to show some different color combinations? You can have, like, you want to talk about what you've been knitting lately or anything, any of that?
Don't sound so worried. You know you've been knitting lots of things. Come on, tell us.
Well, I knit the Fiorellino by Isabel Kramer in Jenny's new Pink Pony Club, which is so gorgeous and not a typical colour for me. But the amount of people who've messaged me said that colour is gorgeous on you.
That's not blue.
But it's a lovely pattern, and Isabel is just one of those people.
Fabulous.
She writes the pattern. Just follow what she says. Like, I'm doing a different one at the moment, and I'm going, this is a bit weird it was on the sleeve. And I just thought, I'm just going to trust what she says and just follow it. And it turned out beautiful. So she's really, yeah. So do you want to pop it on, or will I pop it on?
You can pop it on.
Okay, I'll pop it on. Bye for now.
So, no, we had Thai food. It was Thai food. So this is my Manus now. It's just one section of it is Townhouse Yarns, which is at the bottom here. And that was Fade Streak 4-ply in trench. And then I had some mohair left over from another project, so it's silk mohair from Creme Crisol, and I combined those two together. So, and I have another one on the needles that just needs fixing because I made a mistake. I went a little bit astray. But in that case, if you weren't a fan of silk mohair, what I've done is I've got one on the needles in Tara, and then this section is also Tara, so it's just single malt and then Iha, because I think you'll still get that sort of mesh finish. Because as you're working up, this actually is knit from the bottom up, and as you work up, you go up in needle sizes.
I've forgotten that.
Yeah. So you get like a lovely open work towards the top. So I'm really interested to see how that comes together, but it's in the pile. it's in the whip pile. So
Many. I'm just going to bounce from side to side here.
So here it is, and I got it over my head, no bother. So yeah, it's a fabulous pattern. But if you're doing it, either she does give you instructions to use a smaller needle for the cast on. Either don't do that, just use the needle for the main body, or use like a German twisted cast on. I didn't, you see, because anyway, it doesn't matter. See, I got it over my head, no bother, but it's just, there's not a lot of give to it.
Yeah.
And I did think about undoing it, which I've done before. But I was just afraid because it's such a beautiful, the neck sits really nice.
You're happy with how it's sitting now,
I didn't want to mess with it.
Yeah.
So it's a really, really good pattern, and lots of lovely detail here on the sleeve and on the end.
So just something to keep an eye out. You also used the, what's that technique called?
Helical.
Helical knitting technique. And something funny happened.
It did. I did the helical knitting because, pooling.
And the reason why they say to do helical knitting is
it doesn't
stop
pool.
pooling.
So I did helical. Well, I didn't do it on the. You
yoke.
can't do it on the yoke.
Yeah.
But when I came to the body, and it pooled.
Where she used the helical knitting, and
You can kind of see it. It's not bad now, but it's a little bit of pooling. And then, of course, I used up the first skein, and then the bottom bit, this bottom bit here, is one skein, and there's not a bit of pooling.
It's crazy. It just goes to show that you
who
can
knows?
do what you're, what people say should help these kind of situations.
I know,
They'll still
and sometimes
arise.
it does.
You
But
have to respond to the yarn.
Yeah. The yarn wanted to
To the
do
yarn.
Okay.
and the little one said,
Now you can put something else on.
I'll go
Okay.
through.
And I have two short announcements to make. One is that we're back on the 00 Cava for a reason. This lovely lady,
Oh, no, don't.
special birthday is coming up. So we've had a nice dinner.
I'm officially vintage.
She's
Thank you, Sandra, for that.
and
But
precious,
I'm
and
official.
precious gemstone, and a precious gemstone.
And I'm being very spoiled by everybody, and it's very
deserve
nice.
it. You deserve it. So that's announcement number one. And then the other is we're modelling and we're showing you off these things. We're also going into a bank holiday weekend. So in Ireland we take the Monday after May Day. So you have a nice long weekend.
I know.
Yes.
Knitting.
And what we like to do is bring you a little offer. So when we were looking at all these gorgeous samples, we figured we would refresh up some of the, because there's so many new colours as well in the Townhouse range, that we should offer some new colour combinations in some of our classic favourites, and also add in some new designs that we really like the look of. So there are actually 15 different kits that are on special offer for this weekend. And if you use the code, you'll need the link to the particular collection, which we will post in stories after the live. And if you use the code then May10 on those specific kits, you will get 10% off. And what we did, the reason they were chosen is that we've really good stock of the colours and combinations
So
that
you
are in
shouldn't
there.
have to
So
wait.
Exactly.
Even though it's well worth
it's worth waiting for. But it does mean, so it won't be every single Townhouse Yarns kit, but it's a lovely, lovely selection of them, including our Dublin Doodles in partnership with Jamie Lomax of Pacific Knitco. And Jamie's going to be in H&H Americas next week as well. So she's one of our neighbours. So if you were considering making your pool bag towers and pints of Guinnesses and shamrocks and halfpenny bridges and trinities, and
I loved the Celtic crosses.
the Celtic
I just
motif
think
is
it's really
lovely as well. Yeah. So they are also the kits for these guys are on offer as well. So look at us. Beautiful, beautiful. So we'll be representing. This is going to be part of how people know over in Chicago
And
that we're from
I
Ireland.
have to say, I really like that yarn, the fleece.
The fleece, yeah, it is.
I
lovely.
love knitting with it, and I love the feel of it. It's really, really nice.
It is. It's good, and actually great for colour work. It is a superwash merino wool, and generally people say you want like a lovely kind of grippy, more rustic wool for colour work. But I think this works really well, even
Really
for
worked well.
the 3 colour motifs, of which there are some. You don't have to make 3 colours if you don't want to, or you can use duplicate stitch if you like to kind of put in the details afterwards.
Yes, I did that on
Yeah.
the. What did I knit?
Was it on the pool bag?
It was the pool bag towers.
Yeah, the pool bag towers,
I got a bit. And I thought, I'm just going to do this duplicate stitch.
So when you get up to these little chimneys here, there's the option is that you could just duplicate stitch on like the red detail as you go
Floats were
across.
very long also.
So that's all part of the fun. All part of the fun. So I love all these booties.
And the harps.
And the harps
Yeah.
and the shamrocks.
Really, really nice.
And the halfpenny bridges. And I always forget the name of the place in Trinity.
Oh.
Someone in the comments will know it. Yes, you will. And little leprechaun hats and everything as well. So.
I started my working life in Trinity. Did
Yeah.
you know that?
No, I did
I
not.
worked in the botany department. I was a science technician.
There you go. She's a woman of many secrets.
Many, many years ago.
Very good, very good.
So I should know the name of it, but I don't. I can't remember.
I do. It'll come to me someday. Say it.
The middle of the night.
The campanile. That's it. Campanile.
Oh, there you
Campanile.
go.
There we
Yeah.
go. There we go.
Yeah.
So Jenny's got
I'll
something
move
else on the
along.
go.
Don't leave me.
No.
That took a while. We had a wardrobe malfunction, so I got stuck. Anyway,
Another
we have the Gen Clarity, absolutely perfect for this time of year, especially in the nicer weather. It is a lace weight in 2 separate colours, and depending on what size you do, if memory serves me correctly, you should be able to make 2 versions. You just reverse your colours, because Trinity lace it's a merino and silk, and it is 800 meters per skein. So it goes a long, long way.
It does indeed.
It's so light and airy and just
Yeah, perfecto. Perfecto for this time of year.
Yes.
We have the third Manus coming your way. So
and you'll go, oh, this is more joy.
That's it. That's it. It makes most sense.
And this was from
Fountain
another love
jars.
note. So this one is She's Electric, and this was Fade Street in
Varia, yeah.
Varia, sorry.
I say Varia.
You say tomato. I say
tomato.
I tell you, I don't think I even wore these last year.
Really?
What's wrong with me? It's really,
You've got
really
too
gorgeous.
Knitwear. Too many knitwear options.
Yes, I do.
Stunning.
Yes, I do.
Stunning, love it. Lisa is digging through samples.
Yeah, I'm looking for the Yamagara one. That's something.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's another Yamagara we have coming up.
There's no right or
We had
wrong.
last year.
Is there?
I think it's the same back and front. I don't remember.
I will bounce out when Lisa comes in. My sofa's coming in handy.
It's very nice.
Now, I have to say, I'm glad that we are doing this after hours because we're here in the dye studio and warehouse, and there's a whole big shutter here beside us. And the people opposite would be, if they were at their desks, they would be looking at us going, what on earth is happening? Because off camera, we're all taking off tops and putting things on. So, do you want to tell people about this one?
I can't remember the name.
It's another Yamagara. It's beautiful.
It's Yamagara.
Yes.
Yamagara, but I can't remember. It was one from last year. It was a really, really unusual construction. And it was very funny because the pattern came up and I was like, oh, I really like that. And the next thing I get a text from Jenny. Oh yeah.
Have you seen
when
it?
are you making that? What colours are you using?
So that is, I'm going to say, is that Tara?
Tara and Fade.
Tara and Fade. So
So Pure Majesty, one of my favourites, and Overlords.
Give you a little closer look at the colours.
It's the time for these kind of summery tops, isn't it? So
it really is. That's neat. I'd have to go size up, but it's lovely. Yeah. Really, really nice.
Very, very nice.
Very good. Okay.
So what next?
You can choose.
I will throw this at you.
Okay. Another favourite of mine is the Medusa scarf. Now I got it out of one skein of each.
Yes.
I just kept going until I think the pattern yardage would suggest you need more, but it's a scarf. So I just kept going till I was finished. And it's really beautiful. I've worn this a fair bit, but I think I've made 5.
5 of them. 5.
So it's just the most beautiful, beautiful scarf, and it's only on 65 stitches. So it's not a lot to keep track of, and with a bit of increasing and decreasing, but it's lovely. It's really, really lovely. Okay, so who's coming next? Oh, this is lovely. I must make this. I really like this.
It's quite the large shawl.
It
so
is.
sorry, I can't even get it fully into the frame. But this is Source by Anne Michelle Phelan, who goes by Tread Softly
Designs. And she works in the shop with us.
Yes, lovely Anne Michelle.
And this is really lovely.
It was knit in
Clarendon
and Abbey. And they're both in the single malt colourway, so they're held
really,
together.
Really, really
and
beautiful.
So there's
2 skeins of each.
A wee
but it's
close-up
just stunning
of the textured stitch there that you go through, and then down at the bottom you've got this lace and the nubs there that it was. What are they called? We call them helicopters. The things that fall off trees and they whiz down. So that's what she took some inspiration for, those little details on the bottom for it. It's like very autumnal vibe, isn't it?
Yes.
And this is lovely and cozy.
It's called Luminous.
Luminous.
You know when someone says you're like,
luminous. But yeah, a really, really interesting construction. But yeah, you would need to. It's not one you don't know what it's going to fit until you're finished, which isn't. We're so used to top down, but it's a beautiful one. I just loved how it worked out.
Very clever use of smaller amounts of yarn as well. Yes.
I'll move Ash away.
I bet you
You won't miss her. You won't miss her.
We'll need you to tell us some details about this one here.
I'll let Joy come in and explain.
So far,
you're can't.
Gallant. And so I might be wearing it the wrong way around.
I keep meaning to make another one. There isn't a back or a front.
Okay.
I think if I make another one, even though I've not really ever really, and who gave me the inspiration? Siobhan Hackett.
Yeah.
She said she'd made loads and she'd never bothered with any short rows or anything.
Yeah.
But I noticed on Ravelry a few people mentioned it, and sometimes I think, well, once I wear it, I forget.
Yeah.
You know, but the back and the front are the same. So
Okay, so just in case for anybody who doesn't understand why we're talking about there being a particular front or back and what short rows are.
You go ahead. No, you're a teacher.
So no, but this is great. So this particular kit, this particular pattern, you don't need to worry about them for a start. If you do want to worry about them, or you're concerned about it, if you want to turn around for me, right? So any garment that you put on, okay, you will see in tailored garments, sewn ones, there's generally an extra, like the fabric is longer in the back than it is in the front, so that it will come up over the top of your shoulders and not. You don't have the cold breeze going down the back of your neck. And there are lots of designs out there that, you know, if that doesn't bother you, or you live in a warmer country than we do, you may not necessarily need to do it. But in jumpers that are made from the top down, the way that you add in that fabric is by a method known as short row shaping. Sorry to be just having you sit there. But essentially, if you imagine that you had all of those stitches on a circular needle, you stop and turn and work over, and then stop and turn on the other shoulder, and then come back. And what you do is you're actually raising up the fabric at the top of the back of the neck. And there's a couple of different ways. You're okay now. There's a couple of different ways that you can do that. And like for ourselves, we'd be like, we can throw that into a pattern. You don't need to worry about it, but it's handy to know what it is, why it's done, and your pattern will tell you the preferred way.
Yeah. But I don't really think. I think you don't. I've worn it loads.
Yeah.
I don't think about it once it's on. It's just sometimes I go, which is the front, which is the back.
It doesn't
matter.
You'd sew a label in.
But it is, It's gorgeous.
It's lovely.
So
yes, so this is one of the kits. We'll be lots of lovely luminous colours as well. That is in the offer. The Susurrus shawl, which is the beautiful autumnal shawl, is in the offer. The Medusa scarf is, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was on the
and the Jenny flower tee. So
yeah.
And then Jen has some other shawls to show you.
Yeah.
A little hoop.
I'll hand you this so you can.
I'll give you that one. I won't go away.
No, work, baby. Okay.
Oh, and don't forget the daily one.
So we have a kind of this is a sample that has been in the shop for years and years and is well known.
I think that's there as long as I am.
Yeah, and I actually knit this one, shocker. But it is the Ashling shawl by Justina Larkowska. Can you hear me behind it? And it starts off with, your really simple stockinette stitch with just some nice little eyelet, so keeps you interested. And you've got your stripes going down, and then you get to the end and you have this absolutely stunning and very, very delicate and elegant knit on border. You have a look there with the picot edging and everything like that.
It's a lovely one.
Fabulous. I loved the knit on border, I swear. But yeah, so we've refreshed some colour options now for this on the website. So
yeah,
but it is
gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
And what have you got? You've got a new one.
I've got a new one here. And this is just, you had it on Instagram today, didn't you?
Recently.
Yeah.
The Carver shawl.
Carver shawl.
Yeah.
A free pattern.
It is a free pattern.
A free pattern. So 2 skeins, and just look at the colours.
It's a really good size.
It's just,
I like it.
And I think it's because it's done on fairly big needles, isn't it?
So.
It seems because it's lovely and bouncy.
Yeah.
So it's a really, really lovely
But Clarendon sock is nice and bouncy as well, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So, 2 skeins, and it is one of our new spring-summer shades for this year called Popsicle. And it just reminded me of like a bowl of strawberry ice cream with sprinkles or something.
It's gorgeous.
Or a brunch
ice cream.
Does anybody know brunches or you're unsure. It's basically like an ice cream bar lolly, but covered in, what is it, like shortbready?
Yeah, coloured shortbread,
Like a pink and white, biscuity kind of, but little balls, I suppose. This is the only way to explain it. But yeah, so, and that is she.
And you're going to show this one now, which is rather stunning.
This is another one of our spring summer shades, and it's another Justina pattern, and it's the, is it the leaf, which way? Oh, my goodness, sorry, I'm holding it the wrong way around. It's the leaflet shawl, and this again I think went into the second skein too, which it did. So plenty of leftovers, so you could use the rest of that second skein for something else. But it's just sorry, hint. But it is such, like, I'm not a yellow person, and
no, and I'm not at all, because it doesn't suit me. But it speaks to me.
Yeah, no,
I don't know
it does.
what it is. The colour speaks to me.
I think it's a very wearable yellow. Do you know, like, yellow can be funny sometimes with our paler Irish skin. But yeah, no, I think
old skin.
we could do it. Not at all. Don't speak about yourself that way. And the last one of our samples, actually no, sorry, it's not.
There's
We have a hat.
isn't there? I think I put it over there. Over there.
Oh, over there. So yes, we have been featuring these over on the This Is Knit and Tana's Instagram recently, but this is
the Sophie scarf.
the Sophie scarf. I had a complete brain shut down there for a second. So this is,
And also a very good use of leftovers.
yeah, smacked myself in the face with it. As you do. So great for leftovers. Actually, how many grams did it use? Do we know?
Ooh, we can
I
weigh it.
don't know. We should weigh it. But just nice for those spring evenings where it just gets a little bit chillier and just quick and simple. But this is our Quagmire shade in Drury DK, and it's just really subtle shift changes in the colour. Blues and some kind of greeny yellows in there, and a bit of kind of chestnutty. I'm going to go weigh this and I'll be back.
Well, I'm going to wear a hat.
Why not? Why not? It's May the 1st, but we live in Ireland.
So this is the Musselburgh hat.
Yes.
And it's in, I can see it's in flare, isn't it?
It's flare and spectralite.
And spectralite. So Danny knit this, I know that.
Yes.
So I really wanted to make one of these, but this is really clever because what she's done is done half of it in the spectralite, and then on the inside it's the flare. So you have two hats in one because it's two different colours. So
No, it's kind of 4 hats in one. Will I show you?
Oh, show me.
So it's 4 hats in one because you can actually just wear it completely
Oh,
like
yes.
slouchy,
Yes,
like
yes,
that,
yes,
baby
yeah.
style. I know this is all of the hairs are going to be destroyed like that, or turned up, or then the same completely just spectralite or turned up.
I'm more of a
loads
slouchy beanie person.
Yeah, the slouchy
myself.
beanie looks well.
well, it
does.
looks really well on you with the hair.
the hair.
The hair.
You look good in anything, let's face it.
My ever-changing
You
hair
look good in
colour.
anything.
Good.
65 grams is what that Sophie shawl, the Quagmire,
Quagmire
weighs.
shawl.
You guys, I swear it's 00. It was bubbles.
The bubbles.
It is. It's 00.
It is. But the thing about the Sophie is what's brilliant is if you only had 50 grams left, you weigh it at the beginning, you follow her instructions because she tells you how to do it, and then you can stop when you're a bit less than halfway,
Just in case.
just to be
Just
sure,
in case.
and then you just go the other way.
Because like your cast off is
Teeny.
tiny. So yeah.
It's fantastic. It's good fun. And then I just wanted to show because we had this very lovely bright and cheerful and colourful and gorgeous love note, and then my a lot more subdued option here is That's all good.
Drive home.
And this is Mist in Smoke and Mirrors. Smoke and Mirrors in Abbey Lace, held together with
I'm pretty sure it was Lady Melisandre. which
Lady
we don't
Melisandre.
do anymore.
No, it's okay.
Showing discontinued colours.
That's all right. And actually, because we were talking about short rows, the love note has the kind of the high-low hem where it's a bit shorter at the front and a bit longer at the back. that's another way of using short rows,
Yes.
you know. So, and some people do it in their love notes, and some people don't, and it's totally optional as well. So, but yes, a classic pattern and some really nice new colours. So, what we did, what the lovely Aisling did was went through projects over on Ravelry and saw some of the really nice combinations that people have put together in Townhouse Yarns, and we created a few new colour combinations with it.
Inspired by knitters.
Exactly. So, what else have we got to show?
The Fibre Fest.
That's on the 10% off.
It is.
Oh yeah, Fibre Fest.
Fibre Fest.
The lovely Aisling, speaking of, made this.
She did.
Fibre Fest. So this one was done in single malt, pure majesty, and Samhain. See, I remember it. So it's a really lovely shawl. I made it out of leftovers. I weighed I have quite a lot. So, but it's a really lovely shawl and very doable. But again, if you have 3 fairly full skeins of yarn left over, put them together and you get this, and it's just really, really gorgeous. And I think the edging just makes it, the zigzag edging. So that's one of the kits. And did we do new colours on this one, or is it just this one?
Pretty sure there definitely are. Yes.
Yeah, you check them out. Really nice.
They're right on. Yes.
So I could do with some help here, Guddles.
This is the bag. Coming.
Ooh.
Wardrobe changes.
Oh, this is lovely. Oh, I know this one. Yeah, this is gorgeous. Coming up.
Apologies for the delay there. Sorry. Okay, so we're nearly there. We've been kind of racing through a lot of these, and we're kind of finding long lost favourites.
Goodies.
Oldies but goodies.
I have one of those somewhere.
A fold in it.
There's a fold and
There's
the
a
blocking
fold.
marks and all that.
This is Soldotna by, I'm pretty sure it was
Caitlin
Caitlin
Hunter.
Hunter. Yeah, so I've done it in Drury DK. This was like back in woolen days. This is year pre-COVID days that I knit this, but it is
It
a
was the
cropped.
first one as well, wasn't it?
No,
Or was
second.
it
Second. It is a cropped short sleeve sweater, nice and interesting with your colour work in the yoke.
Yeah.
And then just a little bit of kind of colour work in the body as well, where you're adding your little pops of colour. And so it's like four shades. I think you need 2 of your grey and then 1 of each of the other ones, I'm pretty sure.
Can't remember.
To memory.
Back in the depths of
Back in
time.
the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, oh, I knit this one over.
Yeah, somewhere.
You do. I remember actually at Woolen that there was another lady who basically had the exact same colours. We actually got a picture together. It pops up on my phone memories every once in a while. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
That is good. It works so nicely. It really does, and I love those where you're just things are changing the whole time, and you never get bored.
Oh, I
You
never
wanna go on
got
to the
bored.
next
That's
section.
so
Yeah.
quick. Plus, I have an aversion to sleeves, so short sleeves are perfect for me.
It works. So
Knitting them, not
Jenny,
wearing them.
This is.
I made that.
You did make this. To be fair, it's a lot more my colours, and
I know,
so
yeah.
it was a bit of a surprising departure in styles, but it's
no,
okay.
totally.
Yeah. But this is Hallow by
Caitlin
Caitlin Hunter, with lots of beautiful, lovely details. And this is the single malt shade, and it's got the deep V at the back as well. As you can see. Made with Clarendon sock and ivy lace,
which is our yak alpaca
merino
silk.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's a super fluffy, very, very cozy, and just it's the sort of thing you just want to
Hug in a sweater.
wrap up on the couch.
Yeah.
Just kick back, you know.
But not this couch because you'll
No.
get a fibre.
She's very precious about her couch.
It's a velvet, so of course it just grasps onto all dust and fibres, and
We need
sparkly
the lint removers.
the lint remover is my friend with this thing, but I adore it, so it's not going anywhere.
All good. So there was something else I was going to say. Oh yes, about the Carver shawl. So this is the design here is by a Swiss designer called Nadia Cretin-Lechen, I think, and when we were refreshing all of the kits as well, we actually came across a beautiful sweater pattern of hers as well. So it's not something that we've sampled Yes.
Hi,
Yes.
Joy.
But I'll show if you've got it there. So the newer kits.
Oh,
yeah.
I saw that and I wondered.
The Lorette sweater kit. Hang on.
Uh-huh.
This is a little printout of the page here. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's this one with a lovely little bit of lace, and then you're into the sort of sailor stripes, which you do like. I know you like.
I've got a thing for stripes. It's a sickness.
And then you've made us all catch it as well. So that is a new kit that I'm quite sure that we're going to have some examples of soon. We've a lovely pair of socks, a sock kit as well, striped. It's called the flannel socks, and a beautiful shawl designed by Melanie Berg as well, called Accidentally in Love. So there's some just new things added in, and
those are discounts on the new things.
there's discounts on the new things as well. So basically,
And the only
considering
thing not
food
featured
collection.
today was the striped Jan as well by Stephen West that we had
Yes.
picks up for as well.
yes.
Yeah.
So.
I love the striped dress.
It is
Again, I've
absolutely
made about
gorgeous.
6 of them.
Absolutely gorgeous. So hopefully you've enjoyed our quick run through. I think we've kind of covered a lot of things in a short space of time, really. We're sort of last minute panic packing and all of that
It's
stuff.
going to be fine.
It's going to be grand.
It's
It's going to be
okay.
grand. If you happen to be in the industry, and if you're going to be at HH America's, the trade show that's happening next week, definitely stop by to the Townhouse Yarns stand. We're in the India Untangled Newcomer Pavilion. And
Ashton has a question for
I
us.
have a question, which is, I have 3 skeins of Bonfire and Tara Townhouse Yarns. Any recommendations what to make?
A Tara
Tara.
Tara top.
Yes.
So there is
Julie Knits in Paris. I nearly brought it.
filigree?
A filigree.
Filigree
Filigree
sweater.
filigree by
Beautiful.
Julie.
Beautiful.
Yeah, there's the Tara top by Justina Markowska as well.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like it is? Did they say sweater? Or what should I make?
Or Fiorellino would be lovely.
Fiorellino, yes.
Yes,
Good.
so which was the
Absolutely.
yeah, we showed in
Yeah.
Pink Pony Club
Yeah.
at the start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this
Because
really
it does.
nice.
It's and like in the Tara top. It's nice in a short sleeve top.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it really is.
I know,
So,
absolutely
yeah,
gorgeous.
Yeah.
And
Bonfire as well. They're lovely.
It is, yeah. So, but let us know if you do the circular
Helical knitting.
the helical knitting, helical or helical knitting.
Dahlia,
what
dahlia.
happens?
Potato.
Potato.
Yes. Yes,
So, but that's some. Yeah. Have we any? There was no other tips or tricks or anything that we wanted to share on that, or no. What's
It's like, so I think what we've gone to is helical knitting works sometimes. Always make sure that your neck band fits over your head. Short rows are great.
Short rows are great, but not
In their
essential.
place.
Not
If you don't want to do them. 0 prosecco bubbles.
Still makes
maybe
us giddy.
mislabeled.
Well, I've hardly had any of it, so
Oh, well,
I can't really
that's
blame
fair.
that.
That's fair. On helical knitting, I know.
Like I found
yeah.
it really, really good for my effervescent. But this
really
thing, hold on,
worked.
I have this. One second.
Okay, we're gonna show where it works and where it doesn't work. So,
Well, I mean, I did think about ripping back, but I thought it's one of those Murphy's Law things. I reckoned if I ripped back and just did it in one skein, it would pull on me anyway. So I just decided it's beautiful and
So
it'll do.
funny.
I'll put this on and then we can compare.
So do you want to explain what
So,
helical knitting
I
is?
also, sorry, remember when I first made this and I cast off way too tight and it just about went over my head. Literally, earlier this week I decided,
You
late
undid
last
it?
week I undid it.
Did you?
Took a while. I did, look, this will totally fit over my head now. Actually, I'm going to put it on. Hold on.
Okay.
Helical knitting basically is you have 2 skeins on the go and you knit around to 3 stitches before your second skein.
3 stitches
You
before,
you drop the yarn, you slip the 3, and then you go on knitting with the
the
other
second
skein.
skein. Now, anytime this was explained to me before that, in words, and that's very accurate, I always went, what? Like what? No, brain hurts, brain can't compute.
No.
And then, but basically, it's one of those techniques that you kind of just have to get to see or get to that point on your needles and get to that point and give it a go. Because yes, we have a tutorial on this method
On this very sweater.
On this very sweater, which we will share after this, and explain. And the reason why you do it is so when you have hand-dyed yarns, there's always going to be natural variations even within the same batch. Okay, it's a hand-dyed process. This is the truth. This is the reality. So a lot of the times you'll see on the labels for hand-dyed yarns, they'll say knit from 2 skeins at once. Alternate your skeins. And if you are knitting flat, that's great. You knit 1 row over, purl, or little purl, 1 row back. You work 2 rows and then you switch. And you're kind of working it as if you're striping, but what you're looking for is an overall more blended fabric. When you're knitting in the round, there's always that start finish point of your round, and you can do that. You can knit 1 full round and change to the other skein, knit 1 full round, but you kind of get that like the unevenness in the fabric.
Yeah, it'll be down the side. You don't want it down the back, and then some designers have you hide it under the arm and stuff like that. But this just makes a completely seamless body
result. Exactly.
There's no little holes or any kind of area where there's a slightly looser tension or anything like that.
No crossover. So essentially, you're always shifting that changeover point by 3 stitches around your round, and the results are beautiful and wonderful and they work.
And there was no pooling.
So if you want to show the rib, and because that's what we were showing was how it was pooling beforehand.
So if you can see just this space here, how it has pooled in the ribbing, and then there's a little bit over here as well in this colour, but then the body itself,
it's brilliant, so good, and that would have been, you've got like more than 200 grams worth of yarn in that section. Do you know it's not all the 1 skein or anything.
No, absolutely not. No.
Yeah, so a couple of things we got to do admin wise, follow up after this, is I'm going to post a link to the particular collection that's got the discount offer on, and that is valid until next Tuesday at midnight, because they're all off because it's a bank holiday, and myself and Jenny are flying to Chicago on Monday, and so it'll be running until midnight Tuesday. And we have good stocks at the moment, but jump on them. And then I also have to pop up a link after this to the helical knitting tutorial as well. Okay, so if I have anything on short rows, we'll definitely do that too. But before we go, just thank you very much. I can see we usually kind of read out where people are coming from, but we had to put you guys so far away from us. Thank you so much for joining us. A massive big happy birthday, and we love you to joy again. Thank you. And we will see you, we'll definitely be posting updates across This Is Knit and Townhouse Yarns of our adventures in Chicago, so keep an eye out. And if you are based in the States and your yarn shop owner is going to H&H, send them our way as well. So we would love to see them, and we'll have all of these samples and they can check them out then too. And we'll catch you on the other side. All right, I think that's time to say that. Okay, thanks so much. Bye.